what if the public craves and demands that your next fight is David Benavidez? You open to doing that?
Stephen A. Smith, who has never stepped into the ring himself, is sounding a serious warning. This time his message is aimed directly at boxing superstar Canelo Alvarez.
I'm looking at Canelo and I'm like, yo, you that dude. You that dude. Why are you not fighting? It'll be one thing to avoid it for a fight or two. But when you are literally cherry picking one after another, numerous fights where you are passing up David Benavidez, it is a travesty. It is a travesty that that fight has not happened. David Benavidez deserves the shot at the crown, at the giant. He deserves that shot, and he should get it.
His biggest worry centers around the unbeaten pressure machine called the Mexican monster David Benavidez. According to Stephen A. Smith, this is not simply another name on Canelo Alvarez's list of challengers. He believes this matchup could shape Canelo's legacy or possibly mark the beginning of the end of his time at the top.
That's just BS. Anybody who knows boxing, everybody who watches boxing knows that David Benavidez is the real deal. Now, that doesn't mean he'd beat you, because anybody could fall if you catch him right. We know who you are, Canelo. You big time. But you get ready to fight, and go, look, you are elite. You are big time. No doubt about that. But it is clear with what you're saying that you are ducking Benavidez. Not because you haven't fight him, but because of the words that you're using. He's nothing. You know better. Fight that man. David Benavidez deserves that. Anybody who respects boxing knows he should be the man in the ring going up against you.
For almost 10 years, Canelo Alvarez built an aura of being unbeatable, but that image was finally broken. The fighter many believed could not be touched suffered a surprising loss. That result sent shockwaves across boxing and proved that sharp technique can overcome physical advantages.
What does this mean for Canelo? You lost to Floyd.
You did. You
lost to Bivol. I don't care anyone says you lost to Golovkin. You lost to Terence Crawford. So you've lost to
the elite.
The elite.
I think it shows that Canelo is the elite.
Yeah.
But he's not the special elite.
Okay.
I think we can use that word because there's elite. Because Canelo Alvarez is elite. You can be world level, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're fighting Canelo with different.
Yeah.
But then there's the special elite.
Yeah.
There's the where you look at them and you think, I'm watching something special in Canelo, but I'm watching something very special in Floyd, Golovkin, Terence Crawford, and Bivol, our guy.
Yeah.
That just shows how good Beterbiev is as well. We've got two special fighters at 175.
No, for real. I don't think it hinders Canelo
it doesn't.
as much.
I don't think it does.
But in terms of, I guess there was a conversation about is he the greatest Mexican? I think that's Chavez now.
Yes.
I think that's kind of done.
However, Terence Crawford did more than secure his own place in history. At the same time, he revealed the biggest weakness in Canelo Alvarez's game.
One of the things that I see, okay, from Canelo is that when you move to his weak side, there is exposure on that side from him, okay? When you get around to the weak side, meaning his lead hand side, okay, he has to turn all the way around, and it takes him some time because of his footwork, okay? His footwork isn't the greatest. Crawford will be able to take advantage of those moments. But as the fight continues, I'm telling you right now, Crawford will start to mount an attack if he's still there. If he's still there after 4 damn rounds.
You know, that's saying something. Tim Bradley, that is saying something. If he's still there. Does Tim actually believe that Canelo has that amount of power or the difference of weight to take out Crawford in 4 rounds? I don't think so. What do you guys think? Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. But if he's still there, Timothy Bradley, that's a lot. That's saying a lot.
He will start to mount an attack. He will. And we know that later on, that Canelo starts to fade late, okay? And the indication of frustration from Canelo Alvarez is when he starts to drop both hands. When he stops getting out of that, when he stops using that high guard, okay? That's one indication when Canelo is like, okay, this isn't working. All right, let me try something else. Let me drop my hands. Let me see if I can get this guy to throw shots at me or something to change things up. Another indication that things are not going nowhere, if you see Canelo not well, you see Canelo sit along the ropes and he'll fight Crawford in, okay? If it ever gets to that point right there, then you know that Crawford is doing a damn good job. But for the time being, Crawford's going to have to let those damn hands go.
We already know. We knew Crawford is a great fighter, and I did what I supposed to do. Right? I tried for every way, and I trained really hard, and he deserves all the credit. No, I try my best tonight, and I just cannot figure out the style.
After the fight, many experts said Terence Crawford had crafted a smart strategy to take down the king. It was not about raw power, but constant quickness, sharp movement, and a snapping jab that kept Canelo Alvarez off balance from start to finish.
It makes me horny.
Yeah, baby.
To tell you I told you so.
I told you.
I predicted the Canelo Crawford fight like a goddamn fortune teller.
You're the Oracle?
Canelo's feet were cemented on the canvas as he was hitting air. What the fuck was that? Props to Crawford.
Thank you.
He came up 3 weight classes and fought a beautiful fight.
Good job.
What a great performance.
Did you get what you was looking for?
Like taking candy from a baby.
My candy!
He just played with Canelo. Made him look silly. And before you start with your shit about Canelo being old, just know that Crawford is older.
I'm too old.
That's not an excuse here.
That game plan revealed how Canelo Alvarez can struggle against fast-paced pressure. While fans around the world praised Terence Crawford for his landmark, when someone else observed quietly from the sidelines, feeling fully proven right.
I feel like you ducking Benavidez. I don't know if y'all heard, but y'all see all the money he got offered for that. Like, he got offered a lot of money for that fight.
How much? I heard it was something like a 90-10 split.
Yeah, it was like Benavidez would take $5 million and he'd get like 40 or I don't know if it was 40 or 80 million. It was something crazy though. But you turn that down and bro, 5 million to what I'm gonna say it's 40 million, right? You taking 40 and he getting 5 and you don't want to fight him, you're fucking scared. I don't care what nobody says, like you're fucking scared. Because even if I know I'm gonna lose, if in my head I know this dude could beat me, I'm getting 50 mil for this fight. Bro, I've been on top for a long time already. I'm not getting no younger. Take the fucking fight, make it, you feel me? Fight. That's what you're doing this shit for. What the fuck are you scared of?
David Benavidez is an entirely different kind of competitor. He possesses lightning-fast hands, but unlike Terence Crawford, he combines that speed with relentless pressure that comes from a fighter his size.
At Canelo, just domination. I was hurt. I ain't gonna lie, because I've been a fan of Canelo since I was a kid. So my heart, a tear almost came on my I ain't gonna lie, because it felt like, you know, that Canelo is done. But I just think he was a little off that night. I think he can, you know, make a big comeback. But to Crawford, man, he's the greatest of this era. You got to give it to him. Greatest of this era. Nobody's ever done that before. 3-time undisputed. So you got to take your hats off to Crawford. And I was just shocked that he was able to just dismantle Canelo like that. You know, even with the size difference. That just goes to show size doesn't win fight.
I'm a huge David Benavidez fan. I love Canelo as well, but I don't like the fact that Canelo has taken so long to give him a match. And I just applaud David Benavidez because he ducks no one. What's up? I just applaud the fact that he ducks no one. And he's ready to fight at all times. He is the Mexican monster. Sometimes I'm wondering, is somebody going to hurt him because he's right there in front of them. He doesn't move. But he clearly shows he can take a punch and he can damn sure give one with either hand. He's got speed, he's got power, he's got boxing ability, he's got heart. And I don't know if there's a bigger fan of David Benavidez than me. I really I got a lot of love for his skills.
Terence Crawford mapped out his strategy with exact detail. David Benavidez, however, can unleash that same plan with crushing power capable of ending fights instantly. For years, he was a hidden threat, the fighter Canelo Alvarez avoided facing. As a 2-time undefeated champion in Canelo's own weight class, he was a formidable, unstoppable presence, repeatedly overlooked and sidestepped.
I want to whoop Dave Benavidez. Look, I'm going to be the first one to ever call this person out. I want to fight Benavidez.
Get out of here, bro.
Yeah, I want to fight Benavidez.
You're crazy, dude.
No.
Which Benavidez?
David.
Jose?
David, I want to fight Benavidez.
What?
Yeah, bro. Mexican monster, man. They call me the boogeyman over here.
You're not serious, obviously.
I'm pretty serious.
You're being serious?
Yeah.
You're going to move up to, you want to move up to light heavyweight to fight David Benavidez?
Yeah. Well, you think he can still make 68?
David at 168? Yeah. So that, okay, now we're starting to formulate things. So you want him to come to 68
Yeah.
and you'll go to 68.
Yeah, I'll go 60. I'll fight him at 68.
Yeah.
I want to fight the Mexican monster. Boo. Scary face. Roar.
Canelo Alvarez's loss to a smaller opponent became the ultimate vindication for David Benavidez and his team. It proved what they had insisted all along. Canelo was avoiding the real threats at 168 pounds. The champion was toppled not by someone bigger, but by someone faster. Fans and analysts alike were left imagining the impact a relentless, powerful fighter like Benavidez could have had.
For some reason, he's hiding. You can't find him. So if somebody sees Canelo, let them know that, you know, they send him an email and you know, they give him the biggest offer of his life. So we're here waiting to see if he wants to make it happen with the person that he said that hasn't fought nobody. He has not done anything in boxing. It should be an easy fight. Why not take all that money? But I'm guessing he's going to go the easy route. He's going to probably fight Berlanga, McGregor or something like that. So, man, that's a disgrace, you know, for boxing. It's embarrassing, you know, when he said that David hasn't fought nobody and then he's going to fight Berlanga, that he got let go from Top Rank because they were losing money on him and didn't really see a big future.
No one voiced this more strongly than Stephen A. Smith.
I'm tired of missing out on these fights. And I want the boxing community, because y'all cover it more than me, you cover it better than me, because you live it and breathe it and eat it every day. Could you help a brother out? How much help can I give y'all to help put pressure on these promoters to give us the damn fights we want to see? I want Canelo versus Benavidez. I don't want Benavidez fighting Benavidez. I want him fighting his natural weight class, super middleweight, against Saul Canelo Alvarez. That is the fight we should all be demanding. That brother has earned a shot. And I understand Canelo, the businessman. He's like, he had to go through a lot and had to fight through everybody before he got on the top of the mountain where he could dictate terms. I totally understand that. And I'm not throwing no shade on Canelo. I'm just saying, we want to see this fight, especially if Benavidez handles his business this weekend. Canelo, we deserve to see that.
For years, many dismissed his alerts as just media noise. On national TV, Stephen A. Smith had insisted that Canelo's choice to avoid facing Benavidez would eventually catch up to him. He cautioned that tackling smaller, easier opponents while skipping the real danger in his own division was a dangerous gamble. After the Crawford fight, Stephen A.'s earlier predictions looked strikingly accurate.
There are very few things that piss me off, contrary to what you would normally believe. But I love the sport of boxing. And I got to tell you, I'm so disgusted. They're just rumors that Canelo Alvarez, Saul Canelo Alvarez, is talking about fighting the bigger Charlo this time around. Jamal Charlo, the natural 168-pounder, okay? I'm like, what about David Benavidez, the natural super middleweight, who's 28-0 with 24 knockouts, who's been begging for Canelo to get into the ring with him? It really ticks.
His breakdown quickly turned into a harsh critique. He argued that this loss was a direct consequence of Canelo's overconfidence. Avoiding the fight the fans and the sport demanded had caught up with him. A warning had been issued, ignored, and now the results were plain to see. Stephen A. Smith didn't hold back, airing his frustration on national television. This wasn't just commentary. It was a public indictment. "I'm really mad," he said, his tone loaded with genuine anger. And crucially, this wasn't on a niche boxing channel. It aired on ESPN's main program, First Take.
This is the stuff that's driving me crazy about boxing. Canelo Alvarez. Where's the fight against David Benavidez? Love Canelo. I want to see him fight David Benavidez. I don't want to see him fighting Munguia. I don't want to see him fighting an undersized Charlo. I don't want to hear about Terence Crawford moving up, not 1, not 2, but 3 weight classes to fight Saul Canelo Alvarez. I want the fights that we want to see when we want to see him. You're the super middleweight champion of the world at 168 pounds. It's about the fights that we want to see. I think that Canelo should fight David Benavidez or Jamal Charlo. Okay, now Charlo might be a little bit too small for him since he moved up to light heavyweight to do this fight, and I don't see him fighting too much at the super middleweight division, but I'm tired of this guy being unblemished in his career, and these big fights Charlo is not getting. He deserves them. He should have them if he wants them, even if I wouldn't pick him against Canelo. He deserves the shot if that's what he wants. But this kid, David Benavidez, is special. And if there's a person that has earned the right to be in the ring against Canelo Alvarez, which would be absolutely positively box office, that would be a fight everybody would want to see. There is no reason
first take go
for him. Hell yes.
Okay.
I'd want to go there. For Benavidez, Benavidez is the real deal. I love Benavidez, and I want to see, and he deserves a fight of this magnitude as well.
This platform pushed the conversation beyond just boxing fans and into the mainstream, putting Canelo's choices and legacy in front of millions. Stephen A. Smith saw Canelo's avoidance as a disrespect to the sport, insisting that Benavidez deserved his opportunity and that this was the one matchup that truly mattered for boxing's reputation.
The public craves and demands that your next fight is David Benavidez. You open to doing that?
We'll see. Why not? If the money is correct, why not? I can fight him Saturday night too.
Saturday night too. So you think you think you'll beat him up too? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, of course. Of course, I beat that guy. If the money is the money is that correct? I fight that guy and I beat that guy the same night. I don't care.
While Stephen A. Smith drove the media narrative, David Benavidez's team took a more direct and intense approach. His father and coach, Josie Benavidez Sr., has been blunt and unforgiving in interviews, holding nothing back.
You can run, but you can't hide. People want that fight. Everywhere you go, they see Canelo, they ask him about the Mexican Monster. Everywhere I go, they ask me about Canelo. They want to see that fight. So that name of David Benavidez, he's not going to be able to go to sleep until he fights David Benavidez. And that's a little thing that he just needs to take care of in order to make history. And if he doesn't do that, there's always going to be that doubt.
He said, like, he came to watch me, the fight and shit. And then they're like, oh, you think he's... In my head, I'm like, what do you think Eddie Reynoso's thinking about? He's like, are we gonna fight David Benavidez after seeing this fight? In his head, Eddie Reynoso's like, fuck no, we're not fighting him.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, honestly, I don't blame Canelo. It's fucked up because there's a lot of money.
It's not even about the money. It's not about the money.
Yeah, but okay, 100 million, dude. You think you kidding me?
The first step, when you're a fucking warrior, bro, the only thing you think about is glory. I've never thought about money. I've been smart. I'm negotiating my shit. But it's always a prize, bro. It's always, to go out there and beat Canelo, bro, I'm a legend. You know what I mean? That I'm gonna live forever in boxing as a legend. That means way more to me than any type of money.
And I think that separates you too, David. And I admire that shit about you. I was like that at one point.
Yeah.
How much you give me?
Yeah.
and not to just bypass him. Shout out to Morel as well.
Yeah, shout out to
be